2 weeks ago, an armed attacker approached me and my girlfriend in this parking lot, willing to end our lives. But he didn't know in 2 seconds I would be ending his. My name is BJ Baldwin. I'm a championship off-road racer. More importantly, I am a father of 2, and I am a defensive pistol practitioner. And I have always been a long-time proud member of the National Rifle Association. And at 1:46 a.m. on April 22nd, I found myself and my girlfriend in an unfair fight for our lives. After a long day, my girlfriend and I decided to get some fast food at In-N-Out, get a couple burgers. After we finished eating, Tori and I both got out of the car. We were checking our text messages and emails and getting back to people. I was getting back to people from work. And I heard Tori whispering in distress, trying not to be heard, but she was saying, "BJ, BJ, BJ." And I looked around to her last known location. She was just to the right of me, and I couldn't see her. I could hear her voice. It sounded like she was in distress. As I scanned the parking lot, I saw 2 men way off in the distance, about 80 yards. I could not see what they looked like. I just saw 2 shadows as the parking lot lighting was on a timer and all the lights had just gone out. Both of them had their hoods tied up over their faces like they didn't want to be identified, and one of them had a gun, and it was pointed directly at Tori, and they were walking as fast as they could in her direction. And it was clear that her life was in danger. It was at that moment that everything slowed down. When I say I was in an unfair fight, it wasn't unfair to me, it was unfair to him. He turned the pistol towards me as soon as I saw him and said, "What's good?" and turned back to Tori. And it was at that moment that I realized that that was my opportunity, and I was not going to get another opportunity. I had to act as quickly and as proficiently as I possibly could. He should have never took the gun off of me. He took 2 shots at Tori, 6 shots at me. He didn't get a single hit on either one of his targets because I got all of my hits, all 10. 9 in the chest, 1 in the central nervous system. And that's what it took to neutralize the threat and save both of our lives so that we could make it home to our families. No matter what gets in my way, I'm going to make sure I'm there to walk my daughter down the aisle, to make sure I'm there at my son's graduation, to make sure I'm there for my family. I don't care who gets in the way or who puts me in danger. I will fight to the death to make sure I make it home and that I'm there for my family, no matter what cost. And that's why I put so much effort into my training, so that if I'm ever in danger and somebody ever tries to put us in harm's way, it's an unfair fight in my favor. As soon as I started engaging the first person, the second guy realized that I had a firearm, and I was there to fight to make sure I made it home to my family. That struck fear into his heart, and he ran as fast as he could in the opposite direction because he wasn't there to get in a gunfight. Getting in a gunfight was not on his to-do list. Thankfully, I had my firearm. Thankfully, I had a concealed carry permit. And thankfully, I was trained. This person that attacked us had their own challenges in life, and I'm not one to judge. But it's my belief that had I not had my firearm with me, this person would have put a bullet in my girlfriend's head just to see the look on my face and probably killed me as well. Joe Biden and Beto O'Rourke are totally comfortable with my girlfriend and I laying face down dead in a parking lot as long as it doesn't interfere with their gun control agenda. And the simple fact is, a good citizen with the ability to defend their lives and defend the lives of their families, they are a tremendous asset to society. Criminals are not interested in getting in gunfights. They're interested in preying on the weak and the defenseless. And that's what this person thought I was, and he was definitely surprised to find out that I wasn't. Use my story as an example of how important it is to continue to fight for our rights. It's more important now than ever to join the fight to preserve our rights so that we may ensure the safety of ourselves, the safety of our family, and preserve the right to do so. My name is BJ Baldwin, and I have always been a longtime proud member of the National Rifle Association.